Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Neal, and you already know I am your NFL guru, and I'm ready to bring you a very exciting week of predictions. You guys already know why. It is the fantasy football playoffs. If you're in a 6-team or more league, get ready because this is a big week for all of you guys, and I know you guys are all excited. So I'm going to bring you a lot of fantasy predictions. We're going to go quickly through the regular picks and then go straight into fantasy. So here we go. Starting off on Thursday night football, the Saints at the Falcons. I'm going to take the home team here. I think a lot of home teams win this week. Look for the Atlanta Falcons to win this game at home. The Lions at the Buccaneers. If Stafford plays, look for Detroit to win. If he doesn't, look for the Buccaneers to win. As simple as that. Cowboys at the Giants. Dallas is playing for their playoff lives, and they continue winning here as they beat the Giants on the road. Even though Eli's back and they fired a lot of those guys, look for Dallas to win this one in a nail-biter. 49ers at the Texans. The Texans are at home. The Niners played a good game last week. I was impressed. The defense showed up, but only 3 quarterbacks in the past 5 years have not led a touchdown drive against Chicago. 5 years. And 3 of them include Cam Newton, who is a decent quarterback, had an MVP year, but we all know he's not as good as he's supposed to be. Jimmy Garoppolo, as we saw this Sunday, and Colin Kaepernick. So 2 out of the 3 being Niner quarterbacks. They really have a trouble at Chicago, but he did win the game. So impressive performance. Look for the Texans, though, to win this game at home. Tom Savage is a better quarterback than Garoppolo. I mean, he's not a great quarterback, but he's definitely going to outperform Garoppolo in this game. And look for Hopkins to have a good game as well. The Raiders at the Chiefs. Game is for the division, in my opinion. Whoever wins this game is going to win the division. And I'm going with none other than the Oakland Raiders. They're going to win this one behind Marshawn Lynch. They have won multiple games in a row, and they are going to get hot, and they're going to go out and win a hard-nosed, difficult football game to beat the Kansas City Chiefs and take first place in the AFC West. And I'm going to tell you why first place in the AFC West in a couple of minutes. Vikings at the Panthers. Carolina's at home. I'm going with the upset here. Carolina beats a very, very good Minnesota team. The Packers at the Browns. Green Bay has to win this game to keep their playoff hopes alive, and they do. Bears at the Bengals. Bengals are at home. They're going to win this one. Colts at the Bills. Now, here's an interesting one. If Tyrod Taylor plays, the Buffalo Bills will win this game at home. If Tyrod Taylor does not play, look for the Indianapolis Colts to win. For now, I don't think Tyrod's going to play, so I'd go with Indianapolis. The Redskins at the Chargers, my big upset of the week here. Very big one. I'm taking the Washington Redskins to win this game at the Chargers Stadium. They win a game that keeps them alive in the playoff race, while the Chargers may just be done after this week. The Jets at the Broncos. Denver's at home. Jets came off a high win. Look for the Broncos to win this one. Titans at the Cardinals. Another upset. I'm going heavy upsets this week because a lot of teams are really fighting for dignity and playoff spots. Look for the Arizona Cardinals to win this one because they're at home, and Adrian Peterson got that rest week. He's going to have a monster week this week. Start him with confidence. Seahawks at the Jaguars. Jacksonville's at home. I absolutely love the Jaguars start this week. Eagles at the Rams. The Rams are at home. They're in a must-win situation. Eagles may win this game. It's honestly a toss-up for me, but I think the Rams are at home. They're going to win this one. Going back to Seattle and Jacksonville. Seattle was my I wanted to take them so badly last week. I didn't end up doing it, and I regret it because they played a very good game at home. But, they're not – I actually don't know if they're even going to make the playoffs or at best get out of the first round this year. They're a good football team. It's just – too stuck with injuries, and I think Jacksonville's defense shows that Russell Wilson's a good quarterback but has a lot to learn in the league. And now we get to Sunday night football. The Ravens at the Steelers. I'm going to take Pittsburgh. They're at home. They're really going to win this game. Look for Martavis Bryant to have a sneaky good game as well. And finally, we got Monday night football in a Patriots at the Dolphins matchup. Miami usually plays them close, especially at home. I think they're going to give them a fight, but look for New England to win this one. Now what you guys have all been waiting for, the fantasy starts and sits of the week. Quarterback to start, Ben Roethlisberger, going to have a huge game against the Ravens. Start him with confidence. Sit Josh McCown. Had a big game against Kansas City, not going to at Denver, who gets to lead back this week. Running backs, Lamar Miller and Samaje Perine. Both great starts against a terrible Niners defense and a terrible Redskins defense, especially in the run. Sit Eddie Lacy or any Seattle Seahawks running back, especially against Jacksonville this week, and sit Theo. I don't know if Stafford's going to play. Don't trust him this week. Wide receivers, Mike Evans, going to break out. I'm giving you 3 here. Antonio Brown's a given, so we'll throw him in there. DeAndre Hopkins is my start of the week, man. He's going to have a huge game against the 49ers. Sit Devin Funchess. I don't like that move at all this week. And sit Rashard Matthews as well. Funchess is lining up against Xavier Rhodes, who's going to shut him down just like he did to Julio last week. And Rashard Matthews is not going to have a good week this week against Patrick Peterson as well. We got tight ends, Jason Witten. Great start this week. Sit Jimmy Graham. Don't trust him against Jacksonville. Kickers, Brandon McManus. Have to start him at home, especially in that weather. Sit Robbie Gould. He had his moment last week. Not going to have it this week. Defense, start of the week is the Bengals defense. They're at home, and they're playing a very, very bad offense. Look for them to have a huge game. I don't think the Bears will be able to put up points on them. Sit the Ravens defense. They're at Pittsburgh, and sit the Eagles defense. They're also at the Rams. Do not start those guys. Finally, we got sleepers. My sleeper, who I could honestly say with confidence is also my start of the week as well, is Jameis Winston, who had a huge game last week and is going to go off in fantasy this week. Also another quarterback sleeper, Tom Savage. Love the Savage start this week. Think he's going to have a great game as well. Running backs, Marlon Mack, fantastic start this week. And Giovanni Bernard with Joe Mixon out with the concussion. I love the Bernard start this week. Wide receivers, Cole Beasley, going to have a lot of yards in the slot. And Cooper Kupp, I think he's going to catch a touchdown this week against the Eagles. Tight end, Jared Cook, he torched the Chiefs last year. Look for him to have another big game as well. Kicker, Kaimi Fairbairn from the Texans. They're going to be kicking a lot of field goals against the 49ers, so great start. Finally, my defensive sleepers of the week. If Tyrod does not play, look for the Colts to be a defensive sleeper. But my main defensive sleeper of the week, Denver's defense at home against the Jets, who I think gets a pick 6, if not 2 defensive touchdowns this week. So there you have it, folks. Those are my extensive NFL predictions with some awesome fantasy predictions as well. Stay tuned and let me know what you guys think. Also, what a great weekend last weekend for college football games. That was also very exciting to see all those championship games and conferences. But, this is going to be a big week in the NFL and in fantasy football. So I want to wish you guys good luck and help you guys out and make sure you guys get past the first round of the fantasy football playoffs. So you guys have a good one and enjoy an awesome week 14 in the NFL.